We all happen to be fans of Bulleit. We drink the bourbon, we drink the rye, we bring it on our staff gatherings. And so when the opportunity presented itself to work with their team to create 2 new beers using their barrels, their rye barrels and their bourbon barrels, well, that's like one of the best things that we could ever get to do. Wild Heaven Beer, we're a craft brewery. Started it with a guy named Eric Johnson. He's a brilliant brewmaster. And we started this in 2010 with the vision and the hope of sort of raising the profile of craft beer in the South and here in our home state of Georgia.
I've been a home brewer since I was about 17. And I think the thing that I love about craft beer is that it's such a culinary thing, you know, and it's limitless from a standpoint of what it can be.
I am just so pumped about this collaboration. As a resident of Decatur, I've been a longtime fan of Wild Heaven. It's been such an honor to be able to work so closely with them all this year. What makes Bulleit so unique is our consistency. So we have a great team at the Bulleit Distillery. Their sole job is to make sure that every time you pull Bulleit off the shelf, it's exactly the consistency and quality that you were looking for.
What I think you get with Bulleit is you're getting top shelf quality at a price that people like me can afford. And I think that's what has made it such a popular spirit.
Bulleit is my favorite bourbon. I've been drinking it for as long as Bulleit's been in Georgia. And for us, it was a natural fit because it is such a beautiful beverage. And the flavors that would come from Bulleit Bourbon and Bulleit Rye are so elegant and so nuanced. It wasn't that difficult for us to conceive of beers that would work in that wood. Our goal was to design beers that would really accentuate those spirits and not take anything away from what Bulleit Bourbon or Bulleit Rye tastes like, but also allow the beer to shine through to where you get those 2 unique things that kind of come together in a nice marriage of complex, nuanced elegance. So in the Bulleit Rye barrels, we created what's effectively a wee heavy, which is a big Scotch ale. We kind of tongue-in-cheek called it 95 Shilling as a nod to the 95% rye that is that spirit. Really everything about that beer, we want to keep very authentically Scottish.
So this here I'm trying for the first time is the 95 Shilling Scotch Ale out of the rye barrels. And again, Mama loves rye. You can just feel it right down here in your sternum. It's this beautiful warming that comes over you.
It is so good. I get a lot of oak from the barrels, obviously, a lot of that spiciness from the Bulleit Rye.
Vanilla tones from the barrel, and the beer's still present. That's what I think is important, is that you don't want the barrel to squash the beer, and you don't want the beer to take away from the nuance of the spirit that was in the barrel.
So the second project that we're working on is an Imperial Stout aged in Bulleit Bourbon barrels, and I'm really excited about this one. We're calling it 437 Miles South, and the application of that is that Avondale Brewery sits 437 miles south from the Bulleit Distilling Company.
In barrel aging beer, one of the most popular styles to age is an Imperial Stout, which is a big, large, like 10% type, higher alcohol, big flavor, roasty kind of beer, and we knew that would be a perfect beer to go in the Bulleit Bourbon barrels.
So this is incredible because, like, true to a Russian Imperial Stout, you get kind of like those cocoa nibs, like a little bit of vanilla, little oaky tannins from the barrels.
Coffee, chocolate, hints of like raisin, plum, prune, these dark dried fruits. There's nothing better we could have put this beer in than Bulleit Bourbon.
Our ultimate goal is to, get this into the hands of anybody who's a Bulleit fan, which is, a lot of people, and also, maybe could use some Wild Heaven in their lives.
Well, we're gonna put it out in cans, or we're gonna make some kegs, so it's gonna get out to beer drinkers primarily here in the state of Georgia. We're looking forward to people that know Wild Heaven and know Bulleit going, does 1 + 1 = 3? And I think it will.
Yeah, that's a breakfast beer.